Hi everyone, wanted to provide you with another webinar update. We've had a lot of weather here second half of December. This is Alex Tardy, meteorologist with National Weather Service. We're calling for more high impact, especially to travel because of the winds coming through and especially the snowfall in the mountains on Wednesday night. Alex Tardy, meteorologist with National Weather Service. This is issued December 27. Here's a look back over the past several days. Take a look at your location. Widespread 2 to 3 inches of water, Orange County into the Inland Empire, with as much as 9 inches up in Lytle Creek. Most of the foothill locations had 6 or 7 inches of water. The rainfall on December 23rd all the way through the 26th in San Diego area looked like this. It was less. Rainfall was generally around 1 inch to 1.5 inches for most of San Diego County. But some of the mountain areas, a lot more, 3 or 4 inches of water with a maximum exceeding 6 inches up in Palomar Mountain. Over in the deserts, let's not forget the deserts. There was some spillover, especially the northern Coachella Valley and in Borrego Springs, as shown here, with a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And there was some flooding in the Coachella Valley. Snowfall above 5,500 feet mostly. Some of you were lucky to have a white Christmas late evening on the 25th. The snowfall since the 23rd has been basically 6 to 12 inches in our mountain ski resorts, but up around 7,500 to 8,000, as much as 18 inches of snow. A lot of that was a heavy wet snow. For example, the Tram area had 10 inches on Christmas Eve, and that was a heavy wet snow level of 7,500 feet. Same thing up in Mount Baldy. We had some damage, unfortunately. Highway 18 was damaged, and the photo shows here where part of the road was washed out. This area remains closed. Check Quick Map for the latest information. On Christmas Eve, also a little too much rain with 3 to 5 inches along the foothills caused some mud, rock, and debris over on the El Dorado fire near Oak Glen. Also saw rocks, debris coming off the Apple Fire scar as shown here on Cherry Valley Boulevard. Some of the rainfall, this is observed rainfall across the bonfire on Christmas Eve, as much as a 1/2 inch per hour. Now over on the El Dorado Apple, it reached as much as 3/4 of an inch per hour briefly. Rainfall not as heavy on Christmas night into the 26th. How are we doing so far for this water year? Well, we're back to green across Southern California, which is above average to date since October 1st. Most of California is filled with blue and purples with over 150% of average. Only our desert areas are still lacking. Speaking of the mountains, Sierra Nevada on pace to any other year that was wet, as shown here. A very significant start to the water year in the Sierra Nevada. Despite November not having any precipitation for most of California, December has been a miracle. Take a look at the numbers here in the mountains. Even in Southern California, we've received 10 to 15 inches of water, with locally near 20 in parts of the San Bernardino Mountains. Okay, not as much in the valleys, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, but still significant for the month of December. Considering, for example, in San Diego, we only average about 2 inches of water. Big snowfall in the Sierra Nevada. They are still digging out, and more snowfall is occurring as I speak. High winds making the efforts to recover up in that area difficult. What's going on now? Well, the same weather pattern shown on the satellite image of the northern hemisphere. Storms lined up, one moving through this evening, another one for Tuesday afternoon, and then another more significant storm looks for Wednesday, slower moving into Wednesday night. More zoomed up, we see the one storm rapidly moving through this afternoon and this evening. Tropical moisture is way to the south, so we're not calling this an atmospheric river, but nonetheless cold, energetic storms coming from British Columbia and Alaska. Same weather pattern we've been seeing the past 2 weeks. Follow the storm coming in on Weather.gov. That'll show you the latest radar information of the rain and snow. Overall, through this week, these are the precipitation amounts expected. Urban areas, 1 to 3 inches. Mountains, 3 to 5 inches of water. Notice Southern California having some of the larger amounts for the state. We do expect rises on the San Diego River, so we're going to watch that closely, especially for Wednesday night into Thursday, with the most notable rise predicted there. Rainfall should be heaviest Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night. San Diego, Santa Margarita River, you can see their recent peaks as shown here over Christmas and the predicted peaks on the right-hand side. We also have some significant water flow in the Mojave River up in the high desert, as shown here, almost up to 12 feet. We're expecting the weather pattern to remain the same this week, coming directly out of the north. So this is storm number 1, swinging through Monday evening. Storm 2 comes down the west coast Tuesday afternoon. This is what it looks like Tuesday afternoon around 4 p.m. It's moving through San Diego County. And another system rapidly comes behind it, which is poised to arrive on Wednesday. On Wednesday, it takes a sharp turn and digs offshore. That'll allow the jet stream and the moisture to focus on central Southern California. Then it swings through on Thursday. Another storm, well, it looks like in January, we do have the potential right now targeting around January 4th. The outlook calls for this precipitation to be about average, which means we do get a storm in early January, but cooler than average, continuing across all the west. The moisture source looks like it's coming in from the northwest this evening and on Tuesday, as shown here. Atmospheric river moisture stays well to the south. Then on Wednesday, we tap into some of that subtropical moisture, but overall minimal. And most of the precipitation energy comes from the cold air coming down from the north. Here's a look at the precipitation forecast for Storm 1 this afternoon through this evening. You can see mountain areas in the yellow exceeding an inch. Most of the coastal areas, 1/10 to 3/10 or 1/3 of an inch. Snowfall will be significant, several inches in our mountain communities as shown here. So that'll impact travel late this afternoon and Monday night. Even some snow making it all the way down into San Diego as shown here. Wind speeds. Looks like wind speeds will be a problem along the mountain crests and the desert slopes, including the lower deserts and through the mountain passes. Wind gusts could exceed 50 miles per hour even in parts of the deserts, and certainly could exceed 60 in some of the desert slopes. Wind coming in from the west. The next storm is more significant Wednesday through Thursday, so we expect larger totals, widespread 1 to 3 inches. Most of the urban areas will see around 1 to 2 inches. Coastal slopes, even more, 3 or 4 inches of water. Quite a bit of spillover notice in the deserts as well. 1/2 inch to 1 inch of water in our lower deserts. Snowfall will be significant. Heavy snow as early as Wednesday afternoon, rolling through Wednesday night. We could be talking 1 to 2 feet in the mountain communities as shown here, especially areas above 6,500 feet. Also notice some snow again making it down to the San Diego mountains, and some of the snow as low as the Santa Ana mountains or even into the Cajon Pass with some accumulation. The lowest snow levels will be early Thursday morning. Here's a look at a map going through 38 and 18 areas that will be affected by snow. Going up on Highway 74, areas affected by snow between Hemet and Idyllwild. Running Springs area, the 330 up to the 18, a large area affected by snow. And then the Wrightwood area, this one's easy, all snow from the 138 to Highway 2. Don't forget San Diego area, as I mentioned, getting snow above 4,000 feet early Monday evening, and then also with the bigger storm Wednesday afternoon and especially Wednesday night when that colder air starts to come down Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Here's a summary. 3 things to focus on. The wind coming in Monday afternoon and evening, mountains and deserts. The snow, 2 periods of snow, one Monday afternoon, Monday evening, and a more significant one Wednesday through Wednesday night. Also the rain, a quick hitting rainstorm for late Monday for the coast and valleys, but a longer duration period of rain and more significant for Wednesday into Wednesday night. So keep in mind the low snow levels, the winds in the mountains, 2 main systems coming through. One comes through Monday evening, another one Tuesday afternoon, and then the bigger, more significant storm slower Wednesday into Wednesday night. Winter storm warnings are posted. Keep in mind, wind is also going to be an issue over the ocean waters, making those areas unsafe. When we talk about winter storm warning, we're talking about high winds and heavy snow, and that'll affect areas above 5,000 feet, but snow levels could get as low as 3,500 to 4,000 during the end of each storm. Check weather.gov for latest alerts. Here are some of the highlights for this week. Significant precipitation, especially Wednesday, Thursday, but a fast-moving storm starts the week off Monday afternoon and evening. We do look for major snowfall from these systems, especially Wednesday and Wednesday night, and we also look for significant valley and coastal precipitation. Rain, a little too much rain at once could cause some urban flooding. Check the latest information at weather.gov, and all our advisories, warnings will be posted on weather.gov when issued. We also post new graphics on Facebook and Twitter. Stay safe. Check the conditions before you leave.